I talk to a lot of CEOs. I work with a lot of teams, and a lot of people are really thinking about that rate of change and how long. What do I need to do to become the number one in our industry? How do I remain in that spot? That's becoming really challenging for teams. And at the forefront of that is and always is sales. How do you test what you're doing? How do you figure out you're doing the right thing? How do you know which direction to go? And how do you get that information to really know what you're doing? What are your thoughts on that?
I think the old way of selling, where I'll call you up and say, hey, do you have this business problem? And you go, yeah. And go, we solved this business problem for company X. And they were able to buy everybody went home with a Ferrari. Like that way of
Right.
selling, I think that's already dead. I think that's already died. I think what you have to presume is that either the customers heard about you or they haven't heard about you. If they haven't heard about you, marketing is going to be super important. But what they're going to do right after you talk to them, if they're in any way interested in what you had to say, is go onto mostly ChatGPT, sometimes Claude or Perplexity or Gemini, and they will start asking good questions about you. What you have to recognize is that all those models have different levels of awareness about different products. Before, we used to keep all our documentation behind and all this other stuff. Now you basically got to make sure that every possible piece of information is out to be read by machines. And a salesperson, though, has to understand that's what's going on. So what can you do that's valuable as a salesperson? You can go into somebody and say, hey, you're probably interested in this topic. Would you like me to share with you why people are adopting solutions like ours and when we're appropriate and when we're not? Because the not part, that's the part that's hard to get at. What value add are you bringing as a salesperson? You're bringing more knowledge of what's going on in the environment than the person who you're talking to has. And if they don't perceive you that way, this is not going anywhere. If they go, I can just go to ChatGPT and find out the truth, you have no value whatsoever. Where if you can say, can I add value to your day by actually helping you frame this problem? That's certainly what we're teaching our teams to do. And I think the people who sell to me effectively are doing that as well.